Hello, welcome to our show, The Food Monitor. I am Charlotte Frisoli, and I am pleased to be joined by Lana Fais. In this show, we will be discussing all different kinds of cuisine demonstrated throughout Wayne Hills.
Cuisine drastically plays a large part in an individual's culture, whether it's within their own heritage or not. For example, I enjoy Moroccan food, even though I'm not Moroccan and it's not part of my culture. Charlotte, what's your favorite type of cuisine?
Well, I'm Italian, so my favorite type of cuisine is Italian food.
Wow, that's awesome. Food has great importance within society. It creates family traditions, establishes roles within each family, and allows people to come together. People are able to express themselves and have fun with their family and friends through food. Why do you think it's important for people to be able to enjoy food from their culture without criticism from others?
I don't think people should be criticized for what kind of food they like to eat because people are free to eat whatever they want. It's a really cool thing for people to be able to experience so much through food and be able to do it happily with their friends and family, so there's no reason for them to be judged.
I definitely agree.
Why do you think it's important for people to be introduced to different types of cuisine other than traditional family recipes?
I think that it's really important because people might not be able to travel to every country in the world, but they can still experience that culture and that country's traditions through food, which I think is very cool.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. People are able to gain insight and get educated on a culture that's far from their own through food, which I think is super cool.
I agree. We asked some students here at Wayne Hills their thoughts on this as well. Let's take a look.
I think it's important for people to be introduced to different types of foods because it shows them things about different cultures.
I think it's important for people to try different food because it gets them out of their comfort zone. And you know, if you try something different, you might end up liking it more than family recipes because, like, when you eat the same thing too much, you just get, like, tired of it, I know, so.
I think it's just interesting, and when people learn about different types of food, especially from different cultures and regions, it kind of opens them up to that culture more. There's a saying, it's like, to get to a man is to get through his stomach or something like that. And I think, you know, people can really bond over food.
I think it's important for people to enjoy the food from their culture without any judgment because it's what they know and what they're brought up with.
Well, food from your culture usually is, like, very important, and if you, like, live away from the place that you were born in or a place that's, like, very focused on your culture, it can be hard to feel connected to it. So if you eat food from your culture, it helps you feel like you're closer to your culture and, like, what you grew up with. So that really shouldn't be something that people are made fun of for because it's a very important part of yourself.
I think when you really enjoy even just like a certain food from your culture or just literally any food, you shouldn't really care about the criticism that other people, you know, say because at the end of the day, you're enjoying that food.
Now we will get into greater detail about each individual's favorite cuisine. Lana, what dish within Moroccan food do you like the most?
Probably dishes involving couscous. What's your favorite Italian dish?
I love sausage and peppers.
And where do you get sausage and peppers?
There's really no place for me to really get it. I don't go anywhere to get it. My mom makes it, so I usually eat it from her or maybe from a family friend. I actually went somewhere in Pennsylvania to get it and I didn't like it, so there's really not a spot for me yet. Where do you like to get your couscous dishes from?
Most grocery stores don't have a very big international food section, but some stores do, like Whole Foods. So usually I'll get ingredients from the international sections there and cook some dishes. When did you first get introduced to sausage and peppers?
Well, one of our family friends down the shore made it at a dinner party during the summer, and everyone was raving about it, so I had to try it. But before that, I actually never liked it. It's been a staple dish with my family throughout the summer, and I just never tried it until recently.
That's awesome. We asked the same people from before about their thoughts on their favorite cuisines. Let's see what they had to say.
My favorite type of cuisine is Italian.
Well, I'm Italian, so I really like Italian food.
So personally, the best type of cuisine in the world is Polish cuisine because I'm Polish and we're the best.
My favorite dish is baked ziti.
I really like penny vodka.
I don't want to be basic, but I'm going to say pierogies because, I mean, they hit different. Like, I'm telling you, like, you could do so many different styles, especially, like, pierogies with strawberries. Like, I don't think many people know about that, but those are good.
My grandma makes it homemade.
I started going to, I really like how they make it at Positano's. It's really good there.
I make it at home personally, or, I kind of like make my grandma make it for me when I'm feeling lazy. But yeah.
My family introduced me to this because it's what they've always made.
My mom used to make it a lot when I was growing up. She still makes it a lot now, but just like not as often because it takes a while to make the sauce. But that's just like something that I've always liked ever since I was a little kid.
My family, because I'm first generation, and basically when I go home, like the only food we eat is Polish food. We only speak Polish, so it's like, yeah, only Polish food.
As we can tell, many people enjoy many different cuisines for so many interesting reasons, but oftentimes families share their favorite foods with each other. Lana, what is your family's favorite dish to enjoy together?
My family and I enjoy dishes such as fideo and spanakopita.
That's cool. Do you make or eat this food for a certain time of the year?
My family will usually cook and eat like traditional family recipes whenever a lot of my family is available for dinner on someone's birthday or on certain holidays.
And why is this dish important to you and your family?
These recipes have been passed down for generations and they'll continue to be passed down. And I think it's really beautiful how people and memories can live on through food.
I agree.
And what about you, Charlotte? I know you enjoy Italian food. What is you and your family's favorite dish to enjoy together?
I am Italian. However, my family and I, we like Italian, but our favorite dish to eat together is steak.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Do you eat steak at a certain time of the year?
My mom makes a giant prime rib on Christmas Eve. But other than that, I usually eat steak very often. She probably makes it maybe once a week or something.
Cool. And why is this dish important to you and your family?
Well, ever since I was little, my dad has always made steak on the grill. It was probably one of the first solid foods that I ever ate as a kid. So we just really enjoy it together, and we think it's a really warm and hearty meal to eat with each other.
That's amazing. We asked these same students their thoughts on these questions as well. Let's take a look.
We all really like shrimp scampi.
Probably big CD.
We eat a lot, but I would say it's like we make pickles at home, and I would say that all of us enjoy eating those pickles or just like pickled food like beets.
Usually every year we have it on Christmas Eve. We all eat together for dinner.
My family always makes it during the holidays.
I would say we mostly eat it all year round, but we start pickling like food, especially like beets or peppers, around, let's say, summertime, and then we start eating it around winter. It's like hibernation.
So my grandpa used to make shrimp scampi a lot. He would make it like every time we went down to South Carolina to visit him. And we like brought the recipe home with us one year, and every year on Christmas Eve we've made it since. It's just something that we all really like, which isn't that common because we all kind of have different tastes. So it's just nice to have one thing that we can all enjoy together.
It's important because it's like kind of our tradition that we always have it.
I think it's just like, it's so versatile. You can literally eat it in every dish. And I mean, like, I eat pickles for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, because like I'm an addict at this point. And I would also say just like, I don't know, I had it since I was a kid, and just like all Polish people love pickles. So it's like, just bonds us together.
Wow, everything they said sounds amazing. Their reasoning on why experiencing different types of cuisines is so insightful, and it's refreshing and exciting to hear so many different kinds of foods represented here at Wayne Hills.
I totally agree. Thank you for joining us for our show, The Food Monitor, and we hope to see you soon.